most basic conditional statement is the if and else statement. If something is happening, we want a particular action to happen, or else we want a different action to happen. Let me give you a practical example to help simplify things. For example, if it's raining outside, I will take an umbrella. Else, I will not take an umbrella. Basically, it is a condition. If the condition is true, the code will execute a particular set of commands, and if that condition is false, the code will execute a different set of commands. Now let's start typing. Here I'm going to write my if statement. I'm going to do if and then in parentheses 5 is greater than 3. Inside the parentheses is my condition, and this condition has to result in a true or false statement. The condition must get an output that is true or false. Now I will add a colon after the condition and then click enter for an indent, or in the case of REPL, the indent already happens if you're in the workspace. But remember, if you're in the console, you will have to manually indent. So far, what I'm saying is if the condition 5 is greater than 3 is true, then execute the code that follows. I'm going to say if the condition is true, then print hello. Now you can leave the statement as is, and if I click run now, I will print hello. But what happens when this condition is not true? So let's make another condition. If parentheses 3 is less than 2 and then colon, then print hello. Else, print false. So we'll just do else and then colon, and then we'll write print false. And then when I enter this command or print it in the workspace, I will get false. One thing you have to be really careful in Python is indenting. Python is very picky about indents, and your indents must be perfectly aligned. Your if and else statements should be indented the same way. So be careful how you indent, and just as a tip, you can press Shift Tab to go back one indent space, so you don't need to go around guessing how many spaces you have to go back. And let's go back to the conditional statements we use. We use two operators here, greater than and less than. But there are other operators too. We have 3 greater than or equal to 2, so which can be 3, and then you have your greater than sign, and then you have your equal followed by your equal sign, and then 2, which is true. And then we also have 3 less than equal to 2, which is your less than sign first, and then your equal to sign, and then 2, and this condition is false. And then we have 3 equal to 3, so which is also true. And this last one confuses many people. Why do we have 2 equal signs? Well, as you saw in the previous video, when we have one equal sign, we are assigning a value to a variable. So if we were to say 3 is equal to 2, Python will give us an error because it will think you're trying to make 3 a variable that is equal to 2, and that's just false. So that's why we have 2 equal signs, to identify that we are comparing the values of something and not making it a variable. And then the last relational operator we have is the not equal to sign. For not equal to, we use an exclamation mark, and so it'll just be 3 exclamation mark equal to and then 2.